I think I wanted to ask also, I mean, having a career that is so public, right? And now I think even more so, as DPM. How do you deal with all the, I guess, the attention, the good and the bad?
Well, you just have to take it in its stride because it comes with part of the job, and sometimes it will be necessary to explain. Sometimes it may not be necessary because these are just sometimes opinions, and you just let it be. But whenever it comes to facts that were wrong, it will be important to put out the right facts so that people don't misunderstand and to become a misleading messages. So I think those we just have to calibrate very carefully. But as I said, sometimes it's not just the politicians, sometimes it's the family members. Especially those with younger children, they may be ridiculed in the school, or people, their classmates may laugh at them for whatever their parents have done as a politician. So I think I have sympathy for them, I empathize with them. So we always try our best to encourage them, support them. And from time to time, we meet their family members, encourage them and share with them what we do so that they see the purpose in our work. So I think it's important for us to engage even our family members.
I mean, speaking about children, I think, especially for yourself, when you entered politics like more than 2 decades ago, your kids are, I guess, pretty young. How old were they?
Some were one of them were in the primary school still, so they were very young.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess these are I think parents would call it the golden years, especially with the children growing up. That's when they are also more attached to their parents and all. So was it particularly tough for you to be kind of away from them and always trust into the public? So like the public owns you more than them,
Yeah, but you must not give your children and your family that impression that the public doesn't own me, and I'm still their father, I'm still a member of the family. And therefore, you need to make a deliberate effort to spend time with them. And as I said, for me, the blessing is that I come home more often than before. So even though they don't see me that often, but they know that I'm at home, I sleep at home. So in the morning when they go to school, I may still be sleeping, but they know I'm at home. So I think that's important for them. And every now and then you go for a holiday with them and you spend time with them. It doesn't matter how long or short the holiday is and what you do in the holiday, but the key is to really spend time together with them, to let them know that you still care about them. So I think that's the most important part. And from time to time, I do bring my children down to the community events where they were younger. Now they have their own programs on the weekend. But when they were younger, sometimes I do bring them down so they understand what I do.
I suppose now that you can look back to this more than 2 decades of experience, would you do it all over again? If you are, say, young and there's a new candidate again, would you accept the job?
Well, let me put it this way. I seldom do this what if scenario because you can never tread the same path again, right? And if you made a different choice, the outcome may be very different, and you really don't know what the outcome would be. And you may end up the same spot anyway, so you will never know what the choices that you make, whether you make any difference. But since I've made a choice, I think the more important thing is to see where do I go from here. And I think this is something that we will always have to think about. What's going to happen in 5 years' time. But again, you can plan forward. But in life, after 65 years of life, one thing I learned is 5 years is a very long time. Many things can happen, and we can never know what's going to happen in 5 years' time. So in a way, we plan ahead, 5 years, 10 years. For Singapore, we plan 100 years. But at the same time, you live one day at a time. Make the full use of the time I'm here today, spending time with Mothership. And well, I hope in 5 years' time, I can be back in Mothership studio again.
Yeah.
If you if you still invite me,
Of course, of course.
We won't move for 5 years. We'll be seated here. Yeah. Just stay
so I can
here.
imagine now, your video would say 5 years later. So,